What is up everyone? This is just going to be a quick update on this arcade machine which I made around like 7 or 8 years ago, and I'm currently using just a PC speaker with a subwoofer here, and I finally got an upgrade for this after so many years of not really doing anything with this. But so the main reason why I used this cheap PC speaker setup here is because I wanted the bass responsiveness, I wanted punchy sounds for this arcade machine, and it was a lot cheaper for me to just use a 2.1 system than it was for me to buy one of these, which is actually made for an arcade. It's basically kind of like car speakers with an amp, some wires, and it keeps it nice and neat, and it should look pretty good once installed on this arcade machine to give it that complete look, and I don't have to worry about extra wires hanging out the back, and 2 power plugs as well. So yeah, after a long time of no updates to this machine, I'm finally making an update now. Still using the Raspberry Pi 3B, which I think one day I'll change to a Raspberry Pi 5 or even a 4 would do, just so I can play Dreamcast games and some PS2 games. But just to show you, this is what it sounds like using this speaker. I'm just going to load up a game. So this is what it sounds like with this cheap PC speaker. I think it sounds great. I think you know, for an arcade machine you really benefit with a subwoofer. But I'm going to switch this over shortly. Let's start this up. Anyway, that is what it sounds like, and I'm gonna miss the bassiness of this, but the trade-off, you know, with shorter cables around the back, you can't really move this anywhere. You know, wires connecting to this, and then the aux cable connected into there. It's a little bit messy, and the power cord isn't too long either. So let's go ahead and swap this over and upgrade this to some 5-watt speakers, which is not going to sound as good as this, but it will make this setup a lot cleaner. So let's go ahead and open this up. Let's see what we have here. And this was from AliExpress. I got this for about £18. This is the set that I got, and these are, I think they're like 10-inch speakers, and they're both 5 watts each, I believe. It comes with the wires, the aux cable, some screws, and the power cable as well. Around £18 to £20 is about the average price there for this full set. So these are just the covers for the speaker. DC plug, bunch of wires, our speakers, and the amp itself, which is fairly big, so maybe you can screw this at the back of the unit maybe. Got a volume control, bass and treble on and off switch as well, and this is nice and blue. Here's our connections, left and right, wires for the speakers and our power input. I'll probably have to like trim these wires up. Probably best to prepare the wires first before you install it. So these should connect to the speakers itself. They feel very light, don't feel like they weigh too much. Here are the specs of this amp. It doesn't say which model this one is. 180 watts is the max power it can output. So I've just trimmed the wires here. Now I'm just going to make these connections looser because it's quite a tight fit right at the moment with a small flat head. Make sure that these clamps are like opened up a bit. Again, red is positive and black is negative. Don't think it really matters which way. You can use some pliers just to like squeeze these together to get a tight connection. So that is now in, that's one speaker done. And this will connect to whichever left or right speaker. So this will be my left speaker. Make sure the copper wires are like not frayed. You can slightly twist them if you want to as well. Pretty simple installation here. We need to do the same with the right speaker now. With my pliers I'm now just going to squeeze these together just to get more of a solid connection so it doesn't just pop out. Both our speakers are in. I think this needs to go on last. We don't need to worry about this until the end. We can screw them in. Got that nice new plasticky smell to them. Right, I need to take out the old speakers and find some room for this. All of our screws are here. So let's go ahead and remove the old speakers. This is what it looks like inside. It's a little bit messy, but these were just kind of stuck down with double-sided sticky tape. Now it's the case of just removing that. A little bit awkward because some of these cables are all tied up. There we go, that's another speaker gone. So the next thing is finding a place where this will sit, which I think maybe hang it at the back. Probably the best option, facing upwards, but I don't know if that will look too messy. Well, this speaker already popped out, so I'm just going to screw these in. They literally fit perfectly right in here. I might put some double-sided sticky tape just on where the screws are supposed to go. Alright, so just to make my life easier, I just put some double-sided sticky tape on the speaker here instead of dismantling this whole thing. This is a personal arcade machine, so if I was to sell this machine then I'll probably have to screw this all in just to make it perfect. Just going to place this where the speaker goes. That's one speaker done. On to the next. Now that the speakers are done, I need to figure out somewhere to put this, because there's no space whatsoever. Ideally I want this kind of outside so I can change the volume on the fly. So maybe I need to fix this hinge because this hinge has come off, so I need to fix this before I can do anything. Right, so I haven't screwed it down. I've actually used some more double-sided sticky tape just to stick it up here for now, just because it didn't quite fit here, and if I needed to change the volume I would have to like go around the back, open this, go all the way to the bottom and change the volume. I was thinking about moving the Raspberry Pi, moving it down there, but I'm not too sure if it sticks out too much. If I screwed it on here, when I close it, it might be in the way. I was thinking of putting it here, but it will stick out too much and I don't have much room on this desk, so this would come out even more. So I opted up here because I don't think you'd be able to see it when I flip this over, and I can still feed the wires through here as well. The only annoying thing is if I want to open it, I have to make sure to disconnect everything. But yeah, I really don't have much room to work with inside of this cabinet. This hub is kind of wasted just for additional lighting, which you know, I could probably opt out of that. Yeah, I don't think anything else is plugged in, so that could be removed, I suppose. And if I got a different monitor, I can also remove this VGA to HDMI adapter. But for now, I'm just going to wire this up. Now all we have to do is connect the aux cable, which is pretty simple. So I need to feed it through one of these little holes here, and then this just connects to the Raspberry Pi. Next is our power. All our cables are in now, and it's not the most prettiest cable management, but it will do for now. The good thing is I'm able to have it powered inside of this multi-plug adapter. Let's go ahead and test out the speakers. Let's see how powerful they are. I need to remember to actually have this plugged in. This is what it looks like installed at the top, and I'm able to control the volume, bass and treble. A bit of a static noise coming if I put the treble up. It might be a loose connection. It's pretty loud. Next I just need to install the grills up here. Didn't want to put it on the side because of the artwork, and again at the back would just stick out too much. I mean, it's pretty loud, it goes loud enough. I can always make the volume go higher on RetroPie as well. And the bass is just enough, like could do with a little bit more wattage with the bass, but it's fine for a Bartop arcade. I've just realised that this is way too big to fit underneath here. The ring kind of sticks out a bit too much, so I need maybe like an 8-inch rim for my speakers, just for that complete look. Yeah, these aren't going to fit, unfortunately. That's a shame. It doesn't really bother me too much. This already has like holes for the speakers anyway. So that's what it sounds like. It's a little bit distorted, but I have tried to reconnect everything, but you can hear that buzzing sound if you put the treble way up for some reason. It doesn't sound as good as the 2.1 system that I had already in there, but it sounds okay, you know, it sounds pretty good for it just being a cleaner setup. I mean, I was worried that the bass was going to be non-existent, but it's there, so. So yeah, that is my arcade upgrade. Been a long time since I messed around with this, and the next thing is probably to put a new Raspberry Pi in, but I hope this tutorial has been useful. If you do have any questions, then please comment down below. I'll see you again on another video.